Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were in the basement of the Motavia, I think it's called, Academy, where apparently we found these glass containers containing who knows what, and there was also some monstrosity of a boss that was spawning enemies. We killed it. Now let's find out what the heck's going on. We did it! Chaz, you need more practice. Your swing is too slow. What? But we destroyed the monster. With my help. Sorry. Now, Han, come over here. What? What are these glass containers for? These? Hey, are you by any chance breeding monsters here? If that's the case, this monster business is no mystery after all. I don't know anything. It's the first time I've been in this room. I've only just learned that such a thing existed at the Academy. Really, it's the truth. I believe you. For now. The principal must know about these containers. He must also know the connection between this and the disappearance of Professor Holt. Yes, let's see the principal again. Come on, Chaz. Hey, don't leave me here. So now we just need to head out of here. And by the way, all the monsters, just because we defeated the boss that was spawning them, there's still a few stragglers in here, so let's go ahead and take care of these. Let's see if we can get this earth spell to work again. For the second time, for the first time actually. Let's see if we can actually get it to work this time, is what I'm trying to say. By the way, had I tried it out, the earth spell can work on the boss we just fought. And it did stun that enemy there, but like I said before, it only works for a turn or two. So if you need a turn or two to stall, it's useful, but don't expect it to win you a fight. By the way, just real quick, again I want to point out that I'm playing on this collection on Steam, Sega Master System and not Master System, Mega Drive and Genesis collection. It has all of these games. Such good games it has too. Also a few stinkers, but mostly good ones. The reason I wanted to bring that up is because normally I'm more interested in collecting games physically. I'd rather have them on my shelf to physically look at and hold on my hands. Might be the raccoon in me, I guess. But this collection here, even though it's entirely digital, the fact that there is a big old virtual shelf displaying all of those games definitely helps satisfy the collector in me. More collections should be that way. Compilations and that sort of thing. Also, we got a new master. Try it again. We got a new technique. Watt. So, any guesses on what Watt possibly do? Again, it might not be obvious from the name. Now, my first guess is that Watt is something electrical. But in actuality, it's an ice spell. So maybe it's more like short for water, and therefore ice? You know what? I'm gonna talk to you from the side, because we have some really important stuff to discuss. What's wrong? You seem upset. Were you able to defeat those monsters? Yes, but there is something I want to ask you. What? Is it just my imagination that I just saw some strange things in the basement? Stop beating around the bush. Someone keeping information from me is the 6th most dangerous thing in this world. I'm a little curious what the other 5 things are. Alright already. I'll tell you what I know. You are aware of the recent outbreak of a new breed of monster? Oh yes, thanks to the outbreak, I'm not hurting for work. 3 months ago, Holt identified Birth Valley as the origin of the outbreak, and he went to investigate. He says he discovered the remains of an ancient and advanced civilization. The investigation team brought back the monster breeding capsules and immediately set forth on their second investigative mission. But not one of them came back. Yes, that's right, Han. And despite all this, you didn't send out a rescue team and banned entry to Birth Valley. No. I was trying to send out a rescue team, but something happened? At that moment, a man who called himself Zio appeared before my eyes. Zio! I've heard of him. That fake magician. Hi. Ah, my dear principal of Motavia Academy. How are you doing? Who are you? In case it's not obvious, this is a flashback. My name is Zio. Zio the Black Magician. You need a cooler title. Do not intrude on Birth Valley. What do you mean? In the future, if you ever let anyone set foot in Birth Valley... Ah! Where was that sitting this entire time? Let me make something clear. There is no need for you to go to Birth Valley. It's related to the research team. So that's why the Birth Valley situation wasn't announced, and also why you tried to keep a lid on the monster situation. But what is it all about? Remains of an ancient advanced civilization in Zio. It seems like these are signs of something to come. I need to help the professor. I'm going to Birth Valley. Psst, Han. This is egg-laying season for sandworms, so be careful. Alice? We'll tag along for 300 meseta plus expenses. Deal. So that's another 300 meseta that we just received. As far as expenses go, no, we're going to be paying for equipment and stuff out of our own pocket. Birth Valley is to the northeast. Let's hurry. Are you going, Han? Yes. Okay, we've gotten through the introduction of the game, showed off the cool stuff. Now it's time to go ahead and finally actually explore around here. Cabinet is locked. This is a historical document. And that's all we need to know. I can't believe that lady and the kid defeated the monsters. Oops, nothing. Nothing at all. This is a very difficult math book. These books must be important. They're under lock and key. I like exploring. World building, that sort of thing. Thank you very much. I feel much safer now. The books are left out. This game has a lot of interactive stuff. Oh, you've completed the job! Thank you so much! I can't reach that bookshelf. If you're looking for the principal's room, it's way in the back. Nah, already taken care of. Whoa, the hitbox for this table is kind of weird. The book is entitled Chemical Reagents. The table is loaded with chemistry apparatus. Here at Motavia Academy, we search for the truth of the universe. This is the largest research facility on the entire planet. What do you think? Isn't it grand? It looks like an interesting place, doesn't it, Alice? Really? It doesn't interest me one bit. What an oddly shaped jar. You shouldn't be opening cabinets without permission. But this is an RPG. Isn't that permission enough? It's an engineering book. Wow, what a view! Okay, I know it's implied that we're looking through the telescope and that's why he's commenting on the view, but he's kind of standing behind Alice. Once, there were 3 planets in the Algo solar system, but during the Great Collapse, the planet Parma was lost. Now, only Dezolis and this planet remain. Apparently, 1,000 years ago, there were ships that could travel through space. Today, the only thing we can do is view Dezolis through a telescope. Just once, I would love to go to Dezolis. It sounds like a dream, traveling to another planet. The fact that they're even talking about it strongly hints that we are actually going to be doing that at some point. I wonder if this is an observation diary. Comets and observing them. It's an astronomy book. Han, what are you doing in the company of those uncivilized animals? I take offense to that. What a jerk. Maybe I'll have a little fun with him. Please put that away! Oddly shaped jar. Don't open without permission. I'm studying history. This planet has had problems since the beginning. Presently, we have an abnormal climate, soil depletion, and a decreasing birth rate. It makes me pessimistic about the future. This guy is too depressing. I don't blame him. Recently, the rate of environmental degradation has increased. A very dusty 20-volume set of Algoian history. The table is cluttered with papers. The God of Learning, Dr. Lubetz. A person from 2,000 years ago. You've exterminated the monsters? What a relief! For the last year, there have been violent changes in the planet's crust, as well as an abnormal outbreak of monsters. At this rate, the planet will be doomed. Hey, it's not going to do any good just moaning about it. Sir Rosser says that there's a character in the future of this game that he thinks I'll like, but no spoilers. If it's a playable character, he's already spoiled in the instruction book. A 1,000 years ago, our society was thrown into confusion by the destruction of Mother Brain. After that, Motavia sustained a direct hit by a fragment of the exploding planet Parma. Our civilization was almost destroyed. We call this the Great Collapse. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't students. That's okay, this is still kind of interesting. The table is cluttered with books. A book titled Geology Today. A book titled Literature of Parma. There's even a fortune-telling book. That's a little out of place. I think that's it for the academy, so let's head out into the campus. Now that I look back, I wonder if there was some connection between that parcel and the monsters. You might be onto something, lady. These are the student dorms of Motavia Academy. Me? I'm the caretaker. Here's a report form. It's blank. Sounds like somebody's procrastinating. I've got a report due tomorrow, but I haven't written a word of it. Here, I guess. I can affect his movement. Neat. Let me do a little bit more of that. In fact, let's do this. Yeah. You're not going anywhere until you promise to get your work done. Actually, you'll probably never do that, so I'll just go ahead and let you go now. Not one of these books is a school book. It's so much fun lazing around than going to class. Not one of these is a school book. Need permission. It's a class schedule. It's rather light. The girl next door has been influenced by some strange religion. She was missing for a while. Where did she go? Oh, it's that sort of plot, huh? No school books here either. Wonder if this is normal for a student of the academy. Hey! I'm undressing! Get out! Get out! Alright. I'm just gonna check your stuff, though. Here's the kitchen. Boy, it's dirty. She really is posed like she's trying to undress herself. I wonder if in the Japanese version of the game she's actually halfway naked. Japan is a little bit more lenient about nudity in video games. Or at least they used to be. Don't know if they still are. What's with you guys? You're being way too friendly. Is that a problem? I can, like, bump into you a whole bunch if you want me to. Block you in and that sort of thing. It's a ventilated case for meteorological instruments. Sure makes you feel you're in a campus town. Hey, it's an inn! I need rest. Welcome! This is the inn. 15 Miss Seda. Would you care to stay? Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Oh. There's no good night music. Well, at least there is inn music. The cabinet contains cleaning supplies. And nothing appears to be in there. Ooh, can I go back? I can! What's back here? Mailboxes. Nothing for us here. Not gonna stop me from looking. Get closer. A guest registration book. Should we sign in? Yeah, we already did that. By the way, I just noticed how the outside of this building is not blackness like it is in most RPGs. Instead, you can kind of see what is on the outside of the building, like in a large version, since we're in a large version of the building. It's a pretty decent representation. The way everything is scaled down, it makes you wonder if you're actually shrinking down whenever you go into one of these buildings. I heard some students jumped into this fountain the other day. I can't believe I missed all the fun. You should take a dip, it'll do you good. Really? What an impressive fountain. I can't really jump in it. Also, it's kind of a creepy fountain, now that I think about it. My parents live in Mile, a village northeast of here. Recently, I haven't been getting my allowance. I wonder if they've forgotten me. Oh well, I better find a job. Becoming a hunter? Now that sounds exciting. Another ventilated case for meteorological instruments. Temperature right now is 83 degrees. That's a little warm, but not terrible. This is a fun song. This is the tool store. Selling healing potions. I probably want a few of those. Is there a way to buy multiples or just one at a time? Just one at a time, apparently. And that'll do for that. By the way, your inventory, items do not stack. I have no idea if there's a limit to how many items you can hold. But the fact that they don't stack is not very promising. Down there is the exit to town. This is the university town of Piata. It's a town for students and academics. This is the university, you just say the same thing. Of course you do. You're at the entrance of town, you all say the same thing. Apparently, the monsters aren't appearing in town anymore. Thank goodness for that. I heard those monsters were conquered by some hunter whose name I've forgotten. I'm trying to speak to this without walking around it. Another one of those. How many of them are there? At least 3. The Academy students are so noisy day in and day out. Like the other day when a group of them jumped into that fountain, what a scene! Don't they think about being considerate to others? I wish something could be done about them. Watch it turn out that something was done about them. Maybe one of them got turned to stone. Another dirty kitchen. Sir Roger says, "Okay, Dre, you can seriously move to the next town several minutes ago, retroactively. Go on now." Alright, retroactively it is. Come on. How far back was I? There we go. So this emulator I'm playing on has a rewind function. That's kind of neat. It's not a very fast rewind, gotta say. I think it goes back a minute. We should be about through the rewind. Yep, that's as far back as it goes. So, I couldn't go back too far retroactively. I think I'm almost done with this town, though. How unusual. We'll speed things along a little bit more. Let my children go out to play now. Metal monsters come out. It's no fun to sneak out in the middle of the night. Kids. Wow, amazing all infant rearing books. I believe they're all kind of the same. Kitchen is kept pretty clean. Just another cabinet. There's some nice flowers, I'll tell you that right now. If I interact with them, nice flowers. Still all right here. Apparently the wells are dried up in the village of Mile. And I'm stepping through this person. There we go. Studying geology. Soil quality been deteriorating. Crops barely grow. Boyfriend is rather upset about the... yeah. Alright. We're done talking to people now. So that's basically why I kind of wanted to not talk to too many people when we started this. Wanted to get right on to the boss. There's a lot of people to talk to starting off. Okay. Random encounters on the world map. Also, nice battle background. So, just to start off, just have everybody attack, find out what these guys are capable of. They seem to be kind of strong. Probably close to dead, though. Let's see what Alice does here. Chaz, you need to stop missing. The crawler there is definitely the strongest one. We'll have to keep that in mind, use some more powerful attacks against it. In fact, we do have that Watt spell that we haven't seen yet. Let's go ahead and try it out now, shall we? Go ahead and attack that one, which, there it is, Watt. See what it's like. Nice! That was good. Sir Roger says Alice needs herself an extra boomerang. Well, conveniently enough, we'll be able to buy one in this here town. This here town which is residing right next to the quicksand. Anyway, we'll go ahead and head into this town right after this here episode break. So, we will be right back. And when we come back, we'll be dual-wielding boomerangs. Won't that be fun?